What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse alongside my partner.
Boners?
You fucking boners alongside my partner Quad. I am J-Man. Do not adjust your sets. We are back on the air.
I've been on the air.
People
already.
may have thought that's true. People may have thought that we've probably been dead. On hiatus,
They probably thought I was shot for some of my reactions and comments I made.
possibly. Really, we were just sitting right over there playing a lot of MLB 2K13. Working,
Being boners.
BDJ boners, BDJP, whatever. We're here to give you our WWE Extreme Rules 2013 preview. Coming live from our hometown of St. Louis, Missouri this Sunday night. Obviously, we'll be attending.
Are you sure?
It's getting repetitive how we always just say, oh, there's a show in St. Louis, we'll be attending. If there's a show in St. Louis and it's here, the Pulse Boys will be there, without a doubt.
Without a fucking doubt.
Never thought I'd say Pulse Boys again because it's pretty fucking gay sounding. But
Pretty homo.
just did that faux show. But yeah, got that this Sunday. It's I don't know. It's different for Quaddy. It's kind of interesting to see Quaddy's reaction because like me and Robert and Ryan, we've been to a shit ton of shows throughout a long period of time and. We've seen great shows come to St. Louis. I remember the first one that I ever attended, at least pay-per-view wise, it might have been the first one I ever attended, was Survivor Series in 1998, which was a great show. I went to No Mercy 2001 that was here, which is an amazing show. That show was awesome. And then just after that, it seems like just St. Louis kind of gets fucked over when it comes to shows and really pay-per-views. I know we got Raw 1000, which was pretty cool to see. It was an entertaining show. But some pay-per-views, all I got to say is just Judgment Day 2007. That's all I got to say.
What about
people
Chamber?
to know
Wasn't
that.
Chamber good?
Chamber was entertaining, and it was fun to see a Chamber, but still, it just like all gimmick pay-per-views now, it just gets repetitive, and it's like, oh, there it is, you get two a fucking every time. And there really weren't anything special, except for Dave coming out and, winning the title after Cena won in that Chamber, which is pretty cool to see that. We got the Rumble here, which was one of the, really things that I really wanted to see. All of us have wanted to see forever alive, Royal Rumble pay-per-view and match. But still, probably got one of the worst Royal Rumble matches in the past 10 years, and if not ever. And a winner, which was fucking...
Hey now.
Sorry, Kristen, for your love for
If
Sheamus.
you look at the DVD, it looks like you're crying tears of happiness.
You can see all the Pro Wrestling Pulse guys lined up in a row after Sheamus wins because of Kristen's sign that
Let's see. It
said
was Kristen.
something.
It was you.
Something like Ryan, maybe.
Ryan was
My dad
taking
and
pictures.
Brian were on the left.
Yeah, Ryan was taking pictures.
And I think it was Ryan, you, me.
Yeah, because I was laughing at you because
Because I wanted fucking Jericho.
it was
which
beautiful.
wonderful. But I don't know. We had our expectations extremely high for not only pay-per-view coming here, but the Extreme Rules coming here. As soon as we heard about that at Raw 1000, which I think they announced that
We got
Extreme
boners.
Rules, that was a long ass time ago. Knowing that the last 2 years, it's definitely not last year. It's for sure better than Mania last year, but also back in 2011 as well. So we were extremely hyped for this show. We haven't seen it yet, so we're not going to make any blah saying, oh, this is horse shit. There's some stuff on here that is just whatever, and there's some stuff on here that could be really good, and stuff that they're focusing on some guys, which is all outstanding. We need to make a mention of the stuff going on with guys that aren't there. CM Punk obviously comes to mind right off the bat with the interesting stuff that's going on backstage with him after Mania. That was going on with Vince and kind of creative and what they want to do into the future. They wanted him to stay and continue doing stuff, but Punk wanted to break, heal up the knee injury that he's got going on, and a well-deserved, beyond belief deserved time off with him putting that company on his back for the last 2 years and what he's done with that over 400-day title run. He obviously deserves that break and the time off. Would love to see him return next month at Payback. Well, obviously would love to see him return here. It ain't gonna happen, but at Payback in Chicago, fucking awesome. It's gonna be really, really hard for CM Punk as a through and through hometown kind of guy to say, God damn, it's gonna be really hard for me not want to return, in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois at that Payback pay-per-view. Kyle, I fucking hate you beyond belief for the fact that you get to go to that fucking show because I think he will return there. We were talking about possibly going to that, but we got our birthdays are right around, me and Quaddy's right around that, so it could complications with that. He might have stuff going on. I might have stuff, whatever.
No matter what, we'll probably be watching it.
We will be watching it. That's for damn sure. And then obviously the recent news of Dolph Ziggler, suffering that concussion and not able to defend that title in that triple threat ladder match, which we were so looking forward to. Could have been some really great stuff with, 3, Money in the Bank ladder match winners and now going for the world title here with Dolph Ziggler just winning the world championship. Would have loved to see him as world champion at this show. Don't get to see that. They made an interesting change to that little situation that we'll get to later. But Punk and Ziggler not on this show, taking, outside of Daniel Bryan and the Shield guys, 2 of their best wrestlers and the best wrestler in CM Punk, off their roster and off this card. Sucks for us. It's kind of our St. Louis, fucking luck that we get out of that. But we're not going to bitch and moan about it. It's a live wrestling show. We're going to entertain ourselves if there's not entertaining bits and pieces, which there will be on this show.
We will.
We're going to have a great time. So if you're going to Extreme Rules, I'll probably mention it later. Just, I'll probably just say it for some reason. If you're going to Extreme Rules, we're on camera side. I don't know what fucking section, but it's not going to be hard to pick us out of a crowd, I would assume. It probably wouldn't be. So if you're going to Extreme Rules, we'll see you Sunday. But until then, we're going to run this.
Hey, if you're going to Extreme Rules, put what section.
Yeah, put a comment down and we'll come find it or whatever.
If the show's bad,
we'll come say hey to you.
We'll start making our rounds.
Fuck it. You never know.
I'll take pictures.
There we go. Well, are you going to charge for those? Just free?
Maybe about
Never know. If he's feeling nice, never know. Maybe just have to buy him a hot dog or something.
Yeah,
nachos.
Fatty. Yeah.
Chicken fingers?
Fatty joke. Yeah. No, I'll probably, the fans, I'd represent. I'll represent.
Quality reps it hard. We're going to run down this card for you. First match up, we do not have a gimmicked match on this one. Don't have a gimmick match on 2 of these matches yet. This is before SmackDown. They could add something, but on 2 of these, it's going to be kind of hard to kind of add some.
One of them for sure.
One of them for sure, which could be this one. We have Y2J Chris Jericho going up yet again against Fandango.
Yay! Yay!
After their.
God.
We said a long time ago that once Jericho came back, made that amazing return at the Royal Rumble, which was fucking awesome, we were just waiting. Maybe they're going to go back into something with Ziggler that happened last summer that they left off with, or do something with maybe Cena or Punk or whatever the hell they're going to end up doing again. They threw him in here with the new character they created here in Fandango. And we like we said, we're like, Jericho's a guy that wants to put over the young guys and put over this character like Fandango. And then just recently seeing in an interview, which isn't shocking at all, he didn't really want to work with Fandango. Yeah, you want to know why? Because he's a fucking veteran that should be used in a fucking proper way whenever he comes back. He should be on the top of the fucking card, not the fucking first or second match or whatever the fuck it's going to be with a guy that's going to fade away. I'm telling you right now, he's going to fade away. I'm right about this stuff about 95% of the time. Brodus Clay, Tensai, it'll soon happen with Ryback. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. All those motherfuckers. But he'll fade away, and that whole luster, all that horse shit, it's gonna go away. And I can see into the future and see that bullshit getting really fucking dumb and really tiring if it already isn't.
You also thought Ryback was gonna fade away.
He will eventually.
Okay.
It will not be too long from now when we see guys like Fandango and Great Khali and Santino and Ryback in some sort of comical, stupid fucking segment where they're making fun of Ryback because he's like eating fucking tires or something. I don't know. It's gonna be dumb, and it'll happen soon because you'll see what we'll get to. As for a winner, it's interesting. You'd think a Fandango would go over yet again here, like they did at Mania. Jericho's been in these matches before where he's gone up against these younger competitors, and he's won some matches. I remember the match that he had SummerSlam that everybody thought was Ziggler last year, that everybody thought Ziggler was definitely going to go over, which he should have. Jericho won that one, and I thought Jericho was going to win too because it just kind of set up that way that they were kind of building it back for Jericho, to win a matchup here. This one's kind of tough because they're so fucking behind Fandango, and he is definitely right now. That character is over beyond belief with a majority of people that don't have fucking brains. I'm going to go with Jericho. If they end up putting a gimmick on it, it would favor Jericho more, I would think. If they don't, if they leave it there, it would probably favor Fandango. I could definitely see Fandango winning this matchup again, but I'm going to go with Jericho. He's probably not going to be doing too much in the future, which sucks ass. If he's going to come back and do stuff, he had to waste his time for a couple months here with Fandango. But I guess I'll go with Jericho here, but I could definitely see Fandango winning.
I see a heel turn.
That would be fucking sweet.
I see a major...
They need some fucking heels.
I see a major heel turn for Jericho. And I just see him destroying the crap out of Fandango, leaving him just straight in the ring, just knocked out cold, and Jericho just walking away.
I can only wish for that. That'd be the shit. That'd be pretty fucking.
Because if like J-Man said at the beginning, we have a lot of guys missing from the show, which we would like to see. And one big one you forgot, and one that probably will never come back to WWE, is The Rock. Because he was supposedly promoted for the show.
Yeah, he was going to be on here.
And then they were also promoting some other people, and then like they all kind of disappeared, which I understand with Punk and Ziggler, and Rock just pissed off everybody, which is funny than shit. Mr. God, I can't stand him. I liked him back in his prime, not now, but with this whole Fandango thing, I think everyone's pushing behind him so much that they're going to end up falling on their faces, and he's just going to fall away.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Jericho just major heel turn, and just looks like a fucking monster, and I'll be marking out.
Yeah.
He'll be marking out.
All of us would.
Ryan will be on his phone, and Robert will be eating, so.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Sorry, buddy.
Cesaro is another one for again that's on the card as well, which WWE says Cesaro is too boring for them. That's the latest word. He's too boring. But yet they keep putting him out there to fucking wrestle, and the fucking crowd keeps jizzing all over themselves because he's an amazing fucking wrestler and athlete. You saw what he did with Kofi. You've seen what he's done with Randy and shit like that.
Wade
Fuck
Barrett's
you.
another one, too.
Fuck you. Wade Barrett, and he's IC champion, too. Just to say, Cesaro, well, if you have him out there fucking yodeling, yeah, people are going to say he's fucking boring. Good job, creative. That's a fucking... Fuck off. But he did come out and say, he doesn't have any competition on WWE or any other place, especially NXT. He said NXT specifically. And I was like, fuck. Well, we can only wish for like an open challenge that Cesaro like issues at this fucking show and one Cassius Ohno to come out. Good lord. Fucking be erupting all over our fucking selves if that ended up happening. But he's too boring. Fuck off. You fucking assholes.
I can guarantee you I can name about 6 people off this card that are Borner.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 3 because he's not doing 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about half the card.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and especially the main event. So, fuck off.
7 right now.
Yeah. Next matchup, we have a strap match between Mark Henry and Sheamus. I will not make the token response to how I really feel about this match of a total reversal of things going here. It's really random. Just I won't.
Our joke we talked about pre-show?
Yeah, I won't say
I'll say it.
Sheamus looked like a fucking... He looked beat to fuck when he was...
I'll say it. Well, you do your part. I got it.
You guys might want to stop watching.
I got it.
I really have nothing else to really say about this match. We're going to see a strap match. That's interesting. We were talking about the great strap match that JBL and Eddie Guerrero had at Great American Bash 04, which was awesome. I really don't think you could pull a strap match off better than that. Maybe some old school ones that I really can't remember.
PG.
But, that one was awesome. I remember then they mentioned that, and JBL had talked about it, which was awesome to see that. I'm going to go with Sheamus. I don't know how. I mean, Mark Henry can pull 2 semi-trucks. If they need to get over the fact that Mark Henry is strong. Because just by everyone mentioning that he, knowing that he's the world's strongest man, we're going to have him pull 2 semi-trucks. And just everybody in the crowd, that's impressive right there. That is an impressive feat for a man to pull 2... People are fucking Jesus. I mean, people are retarded sometimes. Not all of you, but mostly no one watching this show. I'm going to go with Sheamus here in another just top of the card guys that just whatever, in a whatever fucking match, in a whatever feud that, and we'll get to another whatever feud and whatever match with guys that just whatever.
Should I say it?
Fuck. Let's not say we did.
Can't say it?
I think they get the kind of innuendos there.
Can I say it now?
No. I'd rather not.
What's the correct political term for this match?
Just pick a winner, I think, would be the correct.
I think this is a waste of time match.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure this time I'll be walking around looking for comments off my phone of people, what section they're in.
Yeah.
I'll probably be looking for pictures.
Going to straight up creep on them, dude.
Yeah,
hey, Quaddy's here. Oh, hey, Quaddy, there he is. All right, cool.
Your entertainment for the night for this match right now? It's Quaddy.
There he is, right there.
I may do some dancing here, too.
Truly. You gonna pick a winner?
No, not really, because I can these 2 first matches, another match. I just don't really care.
Indeed. A match we do care about is going to be for the United States Championship.
It has time.
Exactly. We have champion Kofi Kingston going up against Dean Ambrose from The Shield. We made a mention about how these guys are going to start breaking out and going to start doing, and hopefully we're hoping for them to start doing stuff outside of just doing those generic six-man tags that they continued to do. And now, over the past month or so, they're really starting to really break out and do some interesting stuff. And we've seen it a lot more with Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose has been breaking out and doing singles matches. He had a singles match against The Undertaker on SmackDown. That's fucking crazy. Did he get beat? Yes. Did he have a match with The Undertaker after being in the business or being in this company for fucking 6 months or whatever it's been? That's awesome. And it's awesome to see that people backstage are realizing what talent we realize that Dean Ambrose is and Seth Rollins is. Those kind of guys are going to be there for a long time. And we've said it as soon as they came in here. We've been saying it since before they were in the company. These guys are going to be on the top of a major professional wrestling company for the next fucking 15 to 20 years or however long they're going to fucking go for. They're amazing, and they're going to really start to thrive, hopefully, over the next couple months and into the near future. I'm going with Dean Ambrose winning the United States Championship here, and you'll see a trend with the other match Shield guys are involved in. I look for this to be a great match. Like Quaddy was saying, like we were talking about before the show, if this gets any time, I would hope for something, if we could get something like 10 to 15 minutes, that would be fucking awesome. I'd love for more time, but I know it won't. It's going to be outstanding. And Kofi and Ambrose, they could go in there and have some great, do some great stuff in this. And I really think that we will, and we're going to fucking mark like motherfuckers, not only when the Shield comes out, because I think we're literally right on the aisle of the fucking side that Rollins and Ambrose usually come down. So that's going to be fucking awesome. And it'll be even more awesome to see Ambrose win the United States Championship here. Great to see new champion.
Like we were talking about earlier, look at the card from Mania, and they kind of nixed a mixed tag. If they had nixed us, I would literally fucking probably punch them in the forehead.
Oh my god.
Because they give no significance to these undercard titles anymore. Like the US, the IC. IC's not even on this card. US.
Wade Barrett hasn't even been on television the last month, at all.
Tag titles are just fucking railroad. What do we used to call them?
All the railroad, the fucking coins that you stomp at railroads.
Yep,
they're horrible looking.
Just push underneath the rug, and you have to focus on these world title and WWE title, which really
don't deserve except for Dolph.
But which they just throw on their popular guys, except for Dolph. Dolph's popular.
He deserves
John Cena and the fucking just the crap that they put him on, and it's just like, okay, with this US title, this match is going to probably be maybe one of the best matches of the night, hands down, if it gets time.
Yep.
I would like to see Dean Ambrose win. Kofi really hasn't done much with it. Just let Dean Ambrose go.
A couple weeks ago, I think.
But what I was thinking, Dean Ambrose probably gonna win. The Shield may break up if J-Man gets their shirt.
Every time I get a Factions t-shirt, I really want a fucking Shield shirt. Every time I get a Factions t-shirt, right when I fucking get it, they break up. I got a Nexus shirt, like a month later, they broke up. I got a Fortune shirt. I don't know why the fuck I got that. They broke up. Could come back together soon. Never know. Every time I get but I think it would be good if these guys ended up breaking up. But they have a lot. There's a lot more road for the Shield to go down with.
They have a lot of learning still to do, but just giving them titles and putting them on a better pedestal than they have been. Like J-Man said, when Dean Ambrose faces Undertaker on SmackDown, Undertaker's handpicking his opponents.
And he's getting pins over who did he get a pin over? He got a pin over somebody else, and I think he pinned Kofi on. Though another six-man tag. Ambrose is getting a lot of the pins, and you can really see them starting to focus a lot more on
him. I'm going to go with Ambrose.
Yeah. It should be awesome to see. And like we said, as long as it gets some time, it's going to be some good stuff. Next up, we have an Extreme Rules match between Randy Orton and The Big Show. Every fucking time I talk about a Randy Orton match, all I want to talk about is him turning heel. That's the only. It's so fucking repetitive, and you guys are probably like, yeah, we understand it. No, you don't fucking understand it. The significance of Randy Orton as a fucking heel changes the entire dynamic of this roster, like the whole fucking roster. You start to fucking center around what he's going to end up doing because of how significant that character is as a heel. As a face, he's doing jumping jacks and looks like a fucking retard. When he's a fucking heel, it's fucking outstanding because he's a great fucking character, and the character that he plays as a face, I'm the murderous Viper IED guy, but I'm going to go out and fucking kiss babies and, shake hands and do cartwheels or whatever the fuck he was doing. Retarded. You're a fucking heel, be a heel, and it's really something backstage to where it's just got to be they're just fucking him over royally and not letting him do that, but Outside of that, it's yet again like Henry and Sheamus. It's a feud that I don't give a fuck about with established main event kind of guys. Whatever. Extreme Rules match. It's hard for Randy to do anything with Big Show. It's hard for a lot of guys to do anything with Big Show nowadays. Just like we've been saying for fucking 5+ years. Just Big Show, please go away. Just thank you for what you've done, but go away. Yeah, I got Randy Orton winning this Extreme Rules match.
Hey, let's get to see Randy in his hometown.
It's true.
Next.
Okay. Next up, we have a Tornado Tag match.
Ooh!
I didn't even realize the joke. 15 minutes ago, I didn't realize the joke.
Too soon, bro.
Tornado Tag match for... It's not a Texas Tornado Tag match.
That's worse!
For the WWE
I'm
Tag
sorry
title.
for your loss!
Oh, damn it. We have champions Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan, Kane going up against the Shield members featuring Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Interesting to see the kind of...
Roman Rollins.
It's Reigns and Rollins. Rollins and Reigns. I say Rollins. Definitely first. Rollins and Reigns.
Roman Rollins.
Roman Rollins. Roman fucking Lycan from the underworld. Interesting to see how they split up the Shield here and doing, as soon as I saw Ambrose and Kingston for the US title on SmackDown, I sat there for like 5 minutes thinking like, wow, that's fucking really interesting because I really thought they were going to do, obviously Ambrose and Rollins against Bryan and Kane for the tag titles at the show, which would have been, amazing. Obviously, I'd want to see Rollins and Ambrose be a team instead of, Reigns and Rollins, but it fits a lot together, and I think having Ambrose be the guy that they're really, having the guy break out right now, and having him be the guy that they're really focusing on as far as the Shield guys, the focus isn't taken away from the other guys that are there, which is great to see. It's definitely great to see for a guy like Seth Rollins, who I do not want to see not focused on because he's amazing. And like I was talking to Quaddy before we did the video, it's kind of interesting because it's almost like a new dynamic that Team Hell No has. They have the monsters kind of guy in Kane, and you have the amazing worker in Daniel Bryan that's with that team. You almost have the new version of that with the Reigns, or with Roman Reigns, who's the big kind of powerhouse of the Shield, and you have Seth Rollins, who's the most athletically gifted, talented guy probably in all of the WWE as far as athleticism goes. Maybe a Kingston or a, Cesaro, something like that, or a Ziggler. But you have that kind of dynamic. You got Rollins taking over for the Bryan role, and you got Reigns taking over for the Kane role. I think that's really interesting what you got there, and the look alike, obviously having the long dark hair and the kind of doing their whole fucking shit that they do, and the kind of way they act. And Ambrose is kind of the one that really separates himself as far as his character, which he's going to do for his entire, and has done for his entire career, separating himself as an amazing character and talker as well as his working ability. But like I was talking about in the U.S. title match, I see this trend of all the Shield getting the titles here. I'm going to go with Rollins and Reigns getting the tag titles here, and finally ending Team Hell No. Their run has just gone on for far much longer than I thought it was going to be. I think winning the tag titles back in fucking September of last year.
August, September.
August to September. It's fucking crazy how long they've been a tag team. And they've been, great as a tag team. I think, with them not really having anything going on and, putting them as a makeshift tag team and really at least bringing some focus to the tag division and saying, hey, what the hell's going on over here? You got this interesting little facet in Bryan. The amazing entertainment that he's, showing everybody that he can provide outside of being one of the best wrestlers on this planet. But I'm going to go with Rollins and Reigns of the Shield as the new tag champions.
You're proud of yourself for thinking that up, aren't you?
I was impressed by that. I was writing down the card. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. You got the big guy, muscle kind of power guy with the finesse and worker guy. I think that's
so. It's like me and you. I'm the
you're the powerhouse, the worker. That's right. That's right. What would that make Ryan and Robert? Would they just be like the Funkadactyls? They'd just be Cameron and Naomi?
I have a couple ideas in my head, but I'm going to be nice.
Okay.
I kind of didn't rip on them earlier.
That's true.
I'm going to pick Shield to win this. Like J-Man said, Team Hell knows us way past their prime.
It's time to see Bryan by himself again, that's for sure.
Time to see Bryan by himself. It's time to see what they're going to do with Kane.
It's true.
Since he really came back, he's really just been kind of just... You
could see the 957th metamorphosis of Kane and see what they do with him
Or
again.
see Kane and his brother.
True. Which we could see in the future. Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind, because both of them are near the end of the retirement, but I don't know, just seeing new faces, like I said about Dean Ambrose, seeing them get a little step up on their pedestal of greatness. Even though Roman Reigns isn't one of my favorites, he's still a young, up-and-coming guy. It's not like putting the tag titles on somebody old and past their prime, so Be interesting to see what happens out of this one.
Yeah, should be some great stuff there. Let alone the match quality that could be there. Should be some crazy shit going on there as well. Next up, we have the number one contenders I Quit match for a shot at the world title. Obviously, this one would have been the fucking triple threat ladder match, which we were so.
Hey, at least we get to
see
a I Quit match, not a fucking...
Not some random, or not even do a match here, or something stupid, or they said they made something out of the unfortunate...
Made something out of something bad that's happened.
Exactly, the unfortunate stuff going on with Dolphin is in concussion. Hopefully he gets well extremely soon. Would have been great to see him live at this pay-per-view. We have Alberto Del Rio going up against Jack Swagger. Like Quaddy's talking about, out of this shitty situation, it actually turned into something that actually kind of makes sense. You have an I Quit match with two guys that obviously are going to focus on their... finishing submission holds. You got the, cross arm breaker, and you got the Patriot Act or lock or whatever the fuck he calls it, the ankle lock he's got going on there. So, I mean, you're going to be focusing on that. You could have some, outside elements with some weapons and whatever kind of shit you could add into there. But I think this could be a good one as well. I'm going to go with Del Rio. I just don't think Swagger... I mean, they could end up doing another triple threat. They'll probably end up doing that somehow anyway. It probably won't be a singles match when Dolph comes back, but they'll probably end up doing that. And they'll probably do it at fucking Payback, and they'll have a ladder match or something, and it'll be fucking good. They probably won't, though, because in the next month they have Money in the Bank. So
I was thinking a Fatal 4-Way. Putting somebody else in there.
They could do that. Or just a straight-up triple threat or something like that. We could see that as well. I'm going to go with Del Rio here, getting the win in I Quit match, and what could be, some pretty good stuff as well.
I agree with J-Man.
Definitely be better than the WrestleMania match. Definitely. For sure. That was shit.
I don't really remember. I think
That's why. That's why it's going to be better. You don't remember it at all. It was like 8 minutes of pure shit.
I think that's when I went to got food or whenever we lost signal.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we couldn't watch it and we all had to run upstairs.
Watch that.
Gay.
Taker.
Fucking DirecTV.
I agree with J-Man in this Del Rio match. Del Rio Swagger, I'm really disappointed. I want to see that ladder match. I've never seen a ladder match before. A lot of these matches are my first ones I've ever seen, which is going to be really exciting. But I see Del Rio winning this. Del Rio Ziggler would be a really good match. Kind of tired of Swagger and the whole USA thing. I understood it with like the JBL Eddie thing because that feud was just greatness. And they kind of tried to play it off with this match. Or with this feud, and it kind of just got pushed over and really boring because Swagger can't talk for himself and just horrific. So I'm going to group Del Rio.
Yeah. Next up, we have a steel cage matchup between Triple H and Brock Lesnar after their matchup at WrestleMania, which ended up being some pretty good stuff. Having Triple H win that, not retiring with that pedigree that he did on those steel steps, which was a great finish to that matchup. And now doing something, I really felt like I was going to end up shitting all over this as soon as they announced it, but they've done some really interesting stuff over the past couple weeks. The stuff going and having Brock go into WWE headquarters and take out Brock's or Tripp's shit and stuff like that, and having this stuff going on. It goes without saying how amazing Paul Heyman is at just everything he does. He makes everything around him better, every situation around him, every superstar, every wrestler, whatever the fuck you want to say. He makes everything around him better. And if he wasn't involved in this situation, I could give a shit. Because it's, not having Brock talk for himself and having Tripp's promo that he cut this past week, inside that steel cage was outstanding, and mentioning how, is the Brock Lesnar, the Beast, going to show up, or is he just going to keep hiding behind Paul Heyman and be the bitch? I think that's a great line, and really making him seem like that kind of corporate, kind of held back monster kind of thing, where he's not the normal just go out and do whatever the fuck he wants kind of thing. He's kind of held in by Heyman, which I think is a really interesting dynamic, and it plays to Triple H's character and everything he's doing perfectly. So I think this could be some really good stuff, and I love how Heyman keeps saying a down and dirty, old school steel cage match, because that's exactly what I want with these guys. I want some fucking blood, too, in this matchup. If you say down and dirty, old school cage match, and there's no blood, that's a fucking lie, because that's what we need here. And I think we might get some of that. I think that would be awesome to see that, get some color into this matchup, which would be some really good stuff.
Go!
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar winning this steel cage matchup. I just don't. They wouldn't have Tripp cut off Lesnar's legs twice now and do fucking really nothing with Lesnar, having him lose back to Extreme Rules last year, having him beat Tripp at SummerSlam and then lose 2 straight in a row or whatever the fuck. I think he's only had. I think after SummerSlam he only wrestled. Next time was at Mania, I think. I think so. And then have him lose 2 matches in a row. I really don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to have Lesnar go over here, and it'll be interesting to see. I think Tripp will probably just go back to the back and not really do too much. into the near future. But Lesnar will be interesting to see what he does into the future. I'd love to see him in the place of some other number one contender in the main event here instead of what we fucking have. But we'll see what goes on in the future. But I got Brock winning the steel cage match.
Back whenever I started first watching WWE and ECW and all that, I started watching Extreme Championship Wrestling just because I was into the whole glory stuff. And there was this guy with long hair and hat and kind of unique feller, and I always liked what he was saying. Always liked how his promos were cut. Always liked what his mindset was. That's Paul Heyman. I've always been the Paul Heyman guy, even though the T-shirt, I'm never going to wear that T-shirt. I will never buy that T-shirt.
Robert's got one.
I always was a Paul Heyman guy. And then whenever he came back the second time with Punk, which was just straight crazy, and then came back with Lesnar, I thought it was really unique and a very smart move. They could do so much with Lesnar, or so much with Paul Heyman behind the scenes and on TV. It's just crazy that they really got rid of him. They kind of just pushed him away. But when we got to this feud, it was kind of disappointing not to see Lesnar talk. But whenever you have to, if I ever need a mouthpiece for me or a person that could talk, I would get Paul Heyman hands down, or Jamie.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Glad to be said in the same light as Paul Heyman. That's awesome.
But when I heard the steel cage match, I was kind of like Jamie. Just okay, PG steel cage match. Last cage match I saw was that Triple Threat Royal Rumble.
It lasted like 5 minutes.
I literally think, yeah, because it was just awful. I actually watched it the other night. It was awful. But whenever Paul Heyman said nitty gritty old time steel cage blood, first thing that came to mind. J-Man agrees. We have to see some blood, or this steel cage, this feud cannot continue, because they've had 2 sets of matches, and now we're in this one. And if you want to really get to the blood part, like really get deep down and really continue on with the feud like it should be, you have to have some kind of blood. You have to have some kind of this amazing thing happen. I agree with J-Man. Brock Lesnar has to win this, or the feud's dead.
Exactly. Should be some really good stuff there. I'm actually, after this past week, I'm really looking forward to this match actually a lot more. I know it's like I said, and shit on the 2 established guys, which it really shouldn't be. We should start to focus on the guys that, like I said, is going to be built into the future. But we have that established right now, and I think what could happen on this show is going to end up happening. But yeah, look for this steel cage match to be some interesting stuff here, and probably Lesnar win out of that one. We got through that pretty quick. We are
speed through this. We're speeding through this.
For a show that we're going to live, you'd think we'd just sit here and chatter about it. We probably did chatter longer than we normally do, but you know what? It's for a live show. I mean, we got through it. And now we have tons.
We got this main event.
We have tons of time to talk about the main event now.
It's gonna be legit shit here.
Tons of time to talk about the main event. We have a last man standing match for the WWE Championship. We have champion John Cena going up against Ryback. I'm going to go with John Cena retaining the championship. Quad, you not?
Oh.
Why, you don't want to talk about this match?
Was that all you're going to say? I was expecting...
I have John Cena retaining.
Is that all you're going to say?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, John Cena too.
Okay, we got John Cena retaining that match up there. Like we said before, if you guys are going to be attending Extreme Rules... this Sunday, live in St. Louis, Missouri. Like I said, comment down there. Tell us where we're going to be sitting. Tell us what the hell's going on there. We'll probably be down there hella early. I know they got the pre-show with Cody and The Miz, which can't find a way to put them on the regular card. We're going to have them pre-show. Could be some good stuff there.
Could be worse.
Could be worse, absolutely. Could have, the Funkadactyls and all that bullshit on there. Don't have that. Yeah, so come find us. Like I said, it's going to be hard for us for you not hear us, for one. You'll fucking hear us throughout probably the entire show.
And it's not like we're... unique people?
Yeah, we're not at all.
We're not unique or anything.
We're not. You could pick us out of a crowd. That's for damn sure.
At a wrestling event, a bunch of fat guys, bigger guys.
Ryan would do the same thing, probably.
No, Ryan would be doing this. Hey, buddy. Facebook. Look at that. That's a funny.
Oh, is it? We both stopped at the same time. Uncanny. Yeah, so
that's why we're a week.
We're a week separated by birth. If you guys are down there, come find us. We'll fucking I mean, that's what we're all about.
I'm down for pictures.
Having fun and going to wrestling shows. That's what we do.
Pick my brain.
It's gonna be
people do that.
That's right. It's gonna be some great stuff. It'll be entertaining. If there's parts of this that are shit, there's parts of this that are shit that we just.
That's why I said I'll be walking around during the strap match, the Extreme Rules match. Probably main event too.
Yeah, we might start what we were talking about planning on. We might shoot a video live in the arena if we're able to, or find some time to. I know my dad and everybody else will be down there too, so he'll probably be able to shoot it for us. We might just shoot like a 5 or 10 minute little like live reaction kind of thing after the show. I have Monday off, thankfully I asked for that because I wanted to be able to have something for you guys to check out whenever we get back.
Hey, if you want to be in one of our videos, stop by.
Yeah, stop on
never
by.
know.
We'll interview you. Fuck it, who gives a shit? We don't give a fuck. So yeah, we'll probably put that little thing up there. We did our little... We never put it up back when we were on that WR show, when we did that show in Chicago Ridge for... I think it was 11th anniversary with our fireside chat that we did in our fucking hotel room, which would be some vintage
Throwback
shit
Thursdays
Throwback
for sure.
Thursdays
Hashtag that
for the Pro Wrestling
Facebooky
Pulse.
friends.
It would be some good stuff if you guys had actually ended up seeing that. I don't know if I think I still have the footage somewhere, but
I have to see it too.
we'll do some little fucking thing after the show. We might just shoot it during the main event for reasons that you guys could probably imagine. But yeah, we'll have something for you. I get home, we'll shoot it, and like we'll talk about there, we'll figure somebody out to probably have a review up sometime next week, hopefully early, so we don't wait till the end of the week to get it up there. But yeah, we'll have something for you. But this will now wrap up our WWE Extreme Rules 2013 preview. Be sure to check out our little ditty that we put up late Sunday night, if not Monday morning, probably Monday morning. Before my partner Quad, I am J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse, professional wrestling world.